Now, I spent the last 2 weeks trying out all kinds of vibe coding platforms to build and publish games with zero coding experience. So in this video, I want to show you the best ones in my opinion. No particular order here, because most of them have their pros and cons depending on what you want to build and how much you want to do yourself. We're gonna cover desktop, mobile, 2D and 3D games, and also some useful tools for assets and animations. So let's get started with Rosebud AI. They already raised around $9 million so far, so let's see what they get. First, you can do 3 different things: create from scratch, and browse games of the other creators. Some games you can fork and build on top of them if the developer has activated it. You can also tip creators, so Rosebud aims to be the complete platform for creating, publishing, and distribution. Anyway, let's try creating a game. After picking a template and a style, you'll see some asset step, which I don't really understand because you can't do anything there, but then you will see the familiar vibecode editor interface. Now this game does look alright as a blank canvas, and now you can start customizing it with prompts. I prompted to also create a path behind me, and it did it flawlessly. You can obviously upload assets or generate them with AI to customize your game even further. You need credits for this, and you also need credits to access the major models. When it comes to publishing, you can do this right on the platform. It's super easy, but when it comes to exporting and selling it, for example, to Steam or the App Store or another marketplace, you would need additional steps, and you would also need the premium plan. As I said, you can get donations right on the Rosebud platform itself, but I'm not sure how active it really is. So, is it a feasible way to monetize your game? I don't know. But if you like this approach in general, give it a try. It has a free tier with some credits you can spend. Next up is Gambo. And they say on their landing page you can monetize your game from day one with ads. You can generate game assets, and coming soon they also want to let you build worlds even faster in the map editor. From a first sight, I liked the design a lot, but when I tested it, I was kind of disappointed. I used a template and it loaded correctly first, but it got kind of stuck in an overlapping loop of sound. And I couldn't really turn it off, so I tried prompting out of it, but it instantly exceeded the free tier after pretty much one prompt. So sorry Gambo, I gotta act like a bad customer here and move on to the next one. And the next one is Revolt GPT by a fellow YouTuber. He had a plugin before for Unreal Engine, I believe, but now made the complete move to a vibe coding platform. This time I started completely from scratch for a maze 3D game, and I was surprised it worked smoothly on the first try. Obviously no assets used here and pretty dark, but I can just prompt it to make it lighter. Speed boost was also activated and opponents as well. It's actually pretty fast compared to other platforms, and you can iterate on it very quickly. It might not be as beautiful first try, but the asset library is apparently coming soon. Another platform which has a more Roblox-like approach is Spawn.co. So this is more of a game generator where most worlds/games have a similar setup. You can play other people's games, of course, like this fishing game here. Very nice, very fishy, but you can also craft your own. And for example, here I've created this world with a spacecraft. And I can prompt to turn the spacecraft into a balloon right in the game. So it doesn't have the typical vibe coding UI, instead it's in-game. And then what happens is it will turn the spacecraft into a balloon. So this way you can prompt your way through this open world style game generator. It's very impressive that all this runs in the browser, and similar to Rosebud, you can publish your game right on the platform. You can't really access the code as far as I can tell right now, so it's really all about these walls and one ecosystem. It also looks like it's completely free for now, but give it a try if you like this vibe. Another platform is Playmix, which doesn't really have a free trial unfortunately, so I couldn't test it, but it looks alright, and if you have some budget over, might try it yourself. Then we also have Codewisp, and this is also worth a mention because it's by another fellow YouTuber called Felvin and actually backed by Y Combinator, and it apparently allows multiplayer. So as usual, you can play other people's games on the platform and also create your own ones, 3D or 2D. Now I told it to make an endless jump game with a horse in 3D, and it made the horse, or is it a horse? I don't know, but it was in 2D, and I couldn't really move around, but maybe it's worth iterating with the free credits a bit more. Give it a try yourself. If you want more freedom for your game development, you can obviously also use Claude Code or OpenAI's Codex. But you probably need to be a bit more techy for this. Codex even has a playwright skill for game making, but this requires a bit more hacking and prompting around to get something usable. But for example, you can tell it to use the skill and then create a car racing game, and this is what I got first shot. Not really what I was looking for, but it's alright, you can move on from there. Now, as I've shown in another video, you can also use the image gen skill to generate 2D assets for your game, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Asset generation in general is a huge topic because it can take a lot of work and it can really make a big difference for your game between something that looks boring and a true piece of art. So there are a few nice vibe coding type of tools that help you create good-looking assets. For 2D, you can obviously use the image models. For example, Nano Banana or ChatGPT's image model works pretty good for textures. But you can also generate 3D models based off 2D images, either using Honyan 3D or Meshi, for example. These turn 2D images into 3D models, and then you can rig them right on Meshi or Magic Motion. It's one of the more complicated processes in gaming, but we're getting very close with AI to getting one-click animations for characters that you can use in your game. Now, aside from characters, you can also generate complete level-like structures with Gaussian splats. You can do this using Worldlabs, for example. They have a platform where you can generate worlds, basically, and you can also use them as game assets. Although you have to work out how to make the collision and everything working, because I don't think they have that figured out yet. But it's truly amazing technology. Now, if you want to make mobile games specifically, I suggest you check out Revolt, which is my AI mobile game generator. I'm launching it very soon, so enter your email on my website and you'll get notified. If you just want to have some fun with mobile games, you can also try out IP. It's an app that basically lets you generate very simple TikTok-style games right within the app, and then also play them brain-rot style. Or if you're more experienced, you can also look towards more established players like Unity. Unity is a very popular gaming engine, and they are launching Unity AI right now, which will be incorporated into the editor. So if you are more advanced, you might want to look into this and sign up for the beta on their page. There's also a genre of more specific vibe coding platforms. For example, there's a vibe coding platform for Roblox stuff called Pilot. They show some videos on their website how it works, for example, for building a menu system or playtesting. Then there's also Rebirth, which you can seamlessly connect to your Roblox studio and you can use their plugin. And another one is Creative Mode for Minecraft mods. So yeah, pretty amazing stuff. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, of course. Check out Revolt if you want to make mobile games, and subscribe if you're new here. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next one.